Good morning. Hi. Today we are in South Wigston.
Sunny South Wigston.
Sunny South Wigston, and welcome to Wigtson TV for your edition of July. This morning, Luke and myself are in South Wigston at Campbell's
Professional salon.
Thank you for having us, Kyle.
Yeah. And we're also joined by one of your partners in crime, Sonia. So Sonia, I understand, is a trainee?
She is, yes.
Or going to be a trainee starting
Sonia,
soon?
Yeah, we're going through private training first.
Yeah.
And then in September, Sonia will be at college for 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Back in the salon Tuesday to Saturday.
Fantastic. Brilliant. So we're going to find out a little bit more about yourself, what the salon has to offer very shortly. So thank you very much for tuning into the July episode of Love Wigston TV. We've got some cracking events coming up in the Wigston area.
Yeah, we can let them know about that later on in the show, to be fair.
Yeah, so I've been to a couple of things recently. So went to the Oba Golf Course. So those of you that don't know, it's at the race course. Reopened after 2 years of the new owner taking over, so it's taken him 2 years in order to get that golf course back into shape.
Brilliant, and that's the one that you mentioned that doesn't require the membership. You can pay.
Don't need membership. It's got a great driving range as well with a system called Top Tracer, so it'll plot where your golf ball goes on the driving range. So if it only goes 5 yards, then it plots that. If it goes 400 yards, then it plots that as well. So well worth a visit to go and see Anders. Really good quality course. We've got a very short video where we went on a tour. It's when we had that really bad weather and it just constantly rained. So we've got a couple of minutes just to show you, just to see what the course looks like.
Excellent.
Hi, it's Luke from Love Wigston, and I've come to the Oba Golf Course near the race course, and it's all to find out about what's been happening to the golf course since it closed nearly 7-8 years ago. And I've come to meet a gentleman by the name of Anders, who's been working tirelessly to get the golf course back into its former glory, but also he's got some fantastic new technology that's helping golfers improve their technique, but also have fun at the same time. So let's pop into the greenhouse. Quite well named, and we'll find out a little bit more.
So why don't we drive over the first and I'll take you round.
Yep.
So the first hole runs parallel to the driving range.
Yep.
We used to be the old 6th hole.
Yep.
Bunkers have all been rebuilt.
Okay.
You can see that they're all well, spot on.
Yeah.
And the greens have come back an absolute treat.
Yeah.
It took a lot longer than I was hoping.
Yeah.
But now...
Well, you're saying because we had that gorgeous summer last year, and
just
it
completely...
That probably didn't do you any favours with
none
being
at all.
too hot and trying to get them back into a...
What happened was we gave the greens a feed, and then the irrigation broke down.
Oh, okay.
So we couldn't get water for 2 weeks, and they just baked and cracked open, and any small chance I had of opening last year was gone at that point. And then this March I was hoping to open.
Yeah.
But the course was stunning, but the greens weren't ready.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, well, maybe April.
Yeah.
So we were out watering and seeding and everything, but April they still weren't ready.
No.
Because I just didn't want to open until it was ready.
Yeah.
And I wanted to over deliver and surprise people, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And that left us then into May, and at the very end of May we got some nice rain, some good sunshine, and the greens just flourished.
Yeah.
And then I knew they were ready.
Yeah.
And as soon as I knew the greens were good, we were good to go.
Yeah. That's a nice little feature by with the tees with the horseshoes.
They're made of racehorse shoes.
Yeah.
Actual racehorse shoes.
And obviously because we're running parallel now to the racecourse, aren't we?
And the tee markers there are made from a solid oak tree trunk.
Wow.
And what happened was when we built the range, we had to take out an oak, unfortunately, that had been there for quite some time. We had to take it out to bring the lorries in.
Yeah.
And I made the T signs have all been made from that oak's tree trunk.
Oh, brilliant!
And the T markers, the oak logs as they're called, are also from that same oak.
So they're from the branches.
Yeah. So that every T has
and does every hole have a name? Like this one's called the Gallops?
No, the golf course is called the Gallops.
Oh, the golf course is called the Gallops. Oh, okay.
So there are no plastics out here. There's no plastic signs, T markers, anything. They're recycled horseshoes, recycled oak.
Brilliant.
Everything.
Yeah.
And what's lovely is we've got 70 acres here in Leicester.
Wow.
Completely surrounded by Leicester.
Yeah.
And we've got some incredible wildlife.
Yeah.
We've got deer,
Yeah.
we've got muntjac deer, we've got roe deer, kingfishers, buzzards, red kites, woodpeckers, foxes, badgers. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's a little oasis of nature.
Yeah.
So you walk around having a game of golf, you come and stumble upon all sorts of wildlife.
Well, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere all of
Yeah.
a sudden, don't you? So you can see how mature that course really is now. So it's probably done itself a favour by not being used, but it's a great asset to have.
Definitely, and the beauty is that you don't have to become a member, which most golf clubs would require.
No, fab. And so how you've been getting on with your training sessions?
Training sessions have been great. As I mention each week, it's really hard to get out of bed and motivate yourself to do it. But once you're 15-20 minutes into the session, it really is good.
Yeah.
It was a great workout this week. I think they're taking us to the next step.
Yeah.
And I'm beginning to feel it because I'm still suffering today after yesterday's session.
Yeah, but you made an improvement, didn't you? So we've got a little bit of the weigh-in session. So every 4 or 5 weeks we have to have a weigh-in to see how we're improving or not. So Rade improved this time.
Slightly, by about an inch, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's about an inch, yeah.
Yeah. Inches make the difference.
Of course they do.
So we've got a very short bit where we did the weigh-in with Ollie, so we'll let you see that.
That's
Measurement day.
That's me in 70 years' time, mate. Measurement day,
Measurement day.
Yeah, breathe in.
Go on then, ready?
Breathe. Are you first then? Right.
Yeah.
Not even in there.
I've not lost any weight. 109 kilos.
Well, that's positive. Right, okay.
Stand, yeah?
You fit.
107.9. So you're right. We'll do measurements as well.
Okay.
We'll do... For those on the camera, this is on a Word document.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not
That's
just
fine.
texting.
Yeah, in between.
Yeah.
Recording Rade's measurements.
Ignore my threatening bits, so go below my threatening bits because they've poked out a little bit.
You hold them there, I can't just talk. There we go. It's then twizzle.
So remind me, Ollie, why are we doing this? So we measured ourselves when we first came,
Yeah.
and then we did it about 5 weeks after.
Try and do it, 4 or 5 weeks
Yeah.
after. It's
Just-
around holidays, I do take that into consideration. Right, little finger on belly button.
Just to
Close
check on the
hands.
progress.
Yeah, so the measurements, your waist, chest, thighs. Right, hold it there, then do a twizzle. Not including your arm. That's it. We'll get there.
You wouldn't be good as a ballerina, would you?
No chance, mate. Serbian folk dancing, that's as far as I went. And a bit of what do you call it? Saturday night fever.
Right, belly button. Just where your belly button is, so hold that way your belly button is. Then do a twizzle. Yeah, I've got that one anyway, it's 42. Which I'm on the ball.
Have you got Alexa?
No.
You've got Alexa.
No.
I don't have internet.
I can't have the conversation.
I've only got.
about it.
Thumb on belly button.
Again.
Nah, thumb on belly button.
Right.
Close your hands. That's it. And then go around with your little finger. So go around the wide apart.
There.
Yeah, and then go around. Although your weight's not gone down, everything's gone down an inch. Believe it or not.
Really?
Your chest is half an inch.
That's supposed to be a happy face.
Surprise
Trauma.
face, isn't it?
Trauma, mate.
It's a
Trauma.
surprise face.
What we're doing next?
Right, hold your arm.
So well done. Well done. So,
Thank you.
well, I think we ought to talk to our guests as they've been so hospitable. But what I have noticed is that you've got a last big kind of dump bin. So what's all that about?
So it's a donation station.
Okay.
With Loros. I've always worked with cancer charities.
Yeah.
Especially we worked with Breakthrough Breast Cancer for about 16
Right.
years.
Okay.
And then we wanted a change, so we wanted to kind of support more local. So Loros is obviously a hospice for terminally ill people across Leicester, Leicestershire, Rutland.
Yeah.
They need £6 million a year funding. The NHS do give £2 million.
Yeah.
But the rest is all from donations. So
Yeah.
that is a donation station. You can put shoes, bags, books, CDs,
Yeah.
everything in.
So they haven't got to be a customer. They can just come and drop that in.
Just come in. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, because I know, like I say, it costs £6 million plus to keep that hospice and just to open the doors each year, and even from the fundraising, so 90p from every pound that gets raised actually goes back into the hospice.
And if you gift aid, it's no extra for a person, it's just that the company can claim 25 pence per every pound as a gift aid. So each bag is probably worth £25 without that, but with gift aid it's worth a bit more.
Fantastic, brilliant. So Carl, so how long have you been open here?
It'll be 1 year at the end of July.
Okay.
Yes.
Going to have a birthday celebration?
Yeah. Currently getting a naked butlers in the bath, am I right?
Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. So what's it been like in your first year?
First year's been good. I wasn't expecting any kind of like walk-ins from people, I had to have a realistic kind of like expectation.
You felt that you were going to have to go out there, get the business?
Because I've been in the industry for 18 years, I am known around the Leicester city centre, I was the manager for Regis salons, they're like a big American corporate company. So there was 3 in Leicester at one time. FedEx, High Street and High Cross. So they would kind of like move me around and then afar. So I am known. I've done experience like George's. I know a lot of all the other big names out there as well.
Great stuff. So now Wigston, you've been in the city centre. What brought you to Wigston?
What brought us to Wigston? Okay, so after scanning the market for 3 years, we went to look on Lowesby Lane, Allendale Road, and we just kind of thought that we didn't want to be another saturated business, sort of fighting amongst competition. So a couple of my family members, cousins said, come to South Wigston. The Blaby Road needs that. There needs to be, there is a demand for professional salons. And I thought, actually, we'll give it a go. We'll change all our pricing and everything to just kind of work out a bit geographically with the area. I did look on the census prior to kind of doing my business plan and things like that, and I noticed that it's got a good percentage of middle class that have been to university that kind of want, first time buyers. And if you look around the housing market, the houses are on the market for a week and they all get sold. So
it's a popular area for first time buyers, families as well. So you did your research there.
11 weeks. I had 3 viewings for this particular unit. I went to China, came back, and I just thought I'll take the risk. It's been really good.
So that risk has paid off then.
It has,
Brilliant. And obviously you're investing in the future with Sonia as well.
Sonia,
and we're talking off camera, and you think she's going to be a good egg, a good recruit.
Yes, the next talent.
So what appealed to you to join Carl, Sonia?
It was obviously like I'd seen the salon around, never thought anything of it, because obviously you just drive by, don't you? And then I was just speaking about getting into an apprenticeship in a salon, and then I came in and then I dropped CV, and then just went from there.
And now you're here and you can start you've been doing your private training. So what's the private training involved? What kind of things do you have to be doing?
I'll have like people come in, and then me and Kyle will both do the hair. So like I'm learning as I go along.
Okay.
And then when like Kyle's with his clients, I'll stand there and I'll watch what he does. And then we'll have like a night where we'll do it on the doll, or we'll have someone come in and do it on them.
Brilliant.
So it's art.
Fantastic. So then, Carl, what are the plans for the future then for Carl Campbell Professional Salon?
To carry on providing excellent customer service. That's always, paramount. And to grow and grow, but kind of grow steadily and slowly, as opposed to just kind of, but still stay on the Blaby Road.
And what kind of customers are you getting in here at the moment? Is it all generations, or is it a particular genre of generation?
I think the hairdressing industry in general, you are going to get a wide range, of clientele. So people that obviously want good quality haircuts, as well as the highest standards of service available, and that's what we give, and that's what we've always given. We are a member of the Good Salon Guide, so we did have an assessment. I wanted the assessment when we first moved in, but I thought, let's just kind of get the salon in a particular way. We had that, and we got 5 stars. So we are one of few in the whole of Leicestershire to be accredited with that, which is great because our customers know that they are getting.
It's that reassurance, isn't it, that they're going to get a good quality haircut, nice environment. Because I presume it's not just based upon the quality of the haircut; it's also the quality of the surroundings, the products that you use.
The training as well. Yeah. The highly experienced. So obviously, I have been to university. I got my salon business management, but then I worked all the way through and got an MBA. But I do work in London as part of the Kevin Murphy session styling team.
Yeah.
So it's really good because then I can bring everything that I have learned, old skills, new skills, and then teach Sonia and
the next generation.
And do you provide like an off-premises service, so for weddings or for big parties that are done privately and so on and so forth?
Like a freelance service.
Excellent.
I am in contact with other freelance makeup artists that work for MAC and things, so we kind of do that hand in hand. But in the future I had thought about maybe setting up like a makeup station just for when brides come.
Yes.
We do wedding hair as well.
Yeah, brilliant. And you touched on the different products, and Kevin Murphy was one of them, and things, and obviously then they're maybe not necessarily names that people would know about, but they're professional quality products, aren't they?
They are the best in my opinion. I've worked with Kerastase, Tony Guy, all the brands out there. The reason why we chose Kevin Murphy is because a lot of the salons in the areas Blavey, Wigtson, Wigston, Magna, they kind of use all L'Oreal kind of professional, which is great. They are a professional standard, but in my opinion, if you're coming to a salon and you're paying £200-300 for a hair colour, you're using a product like L'Oreal, it will strip your hair. There is no question about it. So for Kevin Murphy to be sulfate, paraffin free, it's just going to prolong the life of your hair colour even longer. And we have seen it with clients, after 8 weeks, their hair colour still looks fresh, and even I've gone, wow, like.
So you may be paying a little bit more, but it's going to be that much longer lasting. So no, definitely. So it's been absolutely enlightening.
It has. It's been wonderful. And again, something that we discussed off camera. We're not a barber's shop. We are strictly a stylist shop. So
because of the area, I do have friends that work for other bigger names in the city centre that are barbers, and we are currently in talk with a barber at the moment to come in and have his own chair dedicated, because people will travel for a good cut.
Yes,
we have clients from London, Northampton, Uppingham as well.
Brilliant. So if people wanted to get into contact with you, when are you open and how can they get in contact with you?
Sure, so obviously a lot of people have mentioned when they drive by, the shutters are kind of down. You have to really sort of either call the salon, so we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on the business www.kylecampbell.co.uk. Our online booking feature is also on
Okay, so people can actually book an appointment online?
And it will show you the next available times. If there's nothing available, it will say nothing is available for this date.
Okay, fantastic. Because again, that's just so convenient now for people.
Office workers have always said, and this is why I did it, that as well, my brother suffers with social anxiety, so I wanted it to kind of make it more accessible for people that don't like to phone, or some people might feel that when they go into salons, they're a little bit, what if there's some nasty receptionist, or I think it's just the fear of the unknown. So it is a great tool for office workers as well, who might work through their lunch break.
Again, it helps reduce your costs as well, because you're not going to have a receptionist here as well, so it does keep it competitive as well at the same time.
You receive text alerts, reminders, 48 hours, it's been brilliant.
Really.
Well, we look forward to your birthday celebrations at the end of July.
Thank you.
I'm assuming canapes and champagne on arrival.
This is correct, we are, and Butler and above.
Fantastic. You'll have to let us know when it is. So, well, let's move on to what's going on in the Wigtson area with the events coming up. So you've got a couple there.
Wigtson's looking really good, to be fair. I mean, I'm not going to mention everything that's going on over the summer, but keep in touch with Love Wigston TV, because there's lots of activities going on in Wigtston during the summer. During the month of June, we're going to be at the Elms Social Ex-Servicemen's Club. That's located at Bushnell End, very close to Wigtson Magna Centre. We've got Show Dupree. I've got to tell you about July, to give you a quick hint. I've got Take and That, so that's a tribute band that will be there as well in July.
I wonder who they're a tribute act to.
I think they're a tribute act to Tic Tac or someone like that. I'm not sure, possibly. Maybe a Robbie Williams, I don't know. But, please, just monitor Love Wigston TV, because, again, we've got fantastic activities going on in June and July. I've got to give you a hint as well, because there's an Elvis tribute band. I'm a huge fan and advocate of Elvis. That's going to be happening in August.
And you mentioned Spice Girls as well, because the Spice Girls are in concert now, aren't they?
That's going on to that'll be in September, so you'll have to watch July and August
side of Spice Girls
TV.
Yeah.
Who was your favourite Spice?
Jerry.
Because
she's out there and fiery.
Yeah.
She just didn't care.
Mine was Victoria.
Okay.
Mine was Victoria.
Spice.
Posh Spice, yes.
Mine was Baby
What
Spice.
did you-
Posh from Essex, anyway.
It was probably before Sonia's time, was it? Spice Girls.
Yes. You probably don't know who we're talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about, so I don't know when
And also, just to recap, guys, just to let you know, on Albion Street, Elliot Hall, we've also got a yoga relaxing session that will be occurring on Wednesday between 19:30, which is 7:30, and 8:30, and that will be, I can't really read the date, I've not bought my reading glasses.
That's every Wednesday.
That's every Wednesday, I do beg your pardon. So every Wednesday, yoga relax, and that's at Elliot Hall on Albion Street in South Wigston between the hours of 7:30 and 8:30. So for further information, please have a look at the bottom of the screen with the website address, just in case you'd like to know further and more.
Yep, so one of the annual events that is very popular in Leicester is the Caribbean Carnival, and always a good day regardless of the weather.
Yes.
I think you tend to pop down to that, you enjoy that, don't you?
I pop down, yeah. You know, at the end of the day, we've got a fantastic city that we live in. It's versatile, and I think the Afro-Caribbean brings many, many communities together, and again, it's one of those occasions that you can enjoy, rain, sun or snow. So yeah, it's definitely something to keep in your calendar.
So that's on the 3rd of August. The main carnival is between 3 and 8 p.m, but all activities start from 11 a.m. So head up to Victoria Park, Granville Road, London Road. There will be traffic disruption around that area on the day as well, so if you are mindful of travelling through the city, just keep that in mind. But well worth a visit. Take the children along as well.
Possibly a picnic. Make sure you've got plenty of liquids just in case it's a hard day. Let's hope so.
Thank you for the kind of health warning there. So, and then we've got August the 16th, we've got the Outdoor Summer Day Fest at Montfort Hall, where we've got a lineup of Bugsy Malone, Young Bane and Wretch 32. So there's going to be 6 hours of music throughout. Lots of outdoor bars, food. It's going to be a good festival environment. Tickets are reasonably priced. It's open to all ages, but if you are under 14, you need to bring along an adult. And there's an opportunity to upgrade your ticket to Super VIP if you tag in 3 friends as well. So
excellent.
To look up more of that, it's the Outdoor Summer Day Fest on Facebook. And then the final one is Leicester Race Course and Ladies' Day.
Ladies' Day, yeah, I believe that's going to be on the first Saturday of July.
So the 6th of July.
6th of July. It's a great day out. I went last year. The England game was on. The atmosphere was electric. There's lots of people that you bump into. It's a fantastic day out for all generations. And again, you know, just look into our strip at the bottom for further information with regards to Ladies' Day.
They've got Will Young there this year.
Will Young, yeah, he's a good guy.
Won Pop Idol.
He won Pop Idol and he fell out with Simon Cowell, I believe.
Did he?
I don't know what happened there, but yeah, he's got a great voice.
So he's singing there. So have a look at that. Look at Leicester Race Course on the Facebook page. So thank you very much for watching the July episode of Love Wigston TV. We'd love to see you back in August, where we'll be at another venue business in the Wigston area, letting you know what's coming up in the month of August as well around the Wigston area. But if you would like your event or business promoting through Love Wigston, we'd love to hear from you. So that's info@lovewigston.co.uk, or drop us a message on our Facebook page and we'll get back in touch. So thanks very much.
Take care.